Miraculous Ladybug is a show about Marinette Dupain-Chang and Adrian Agreste. Teens gifted a Miraculous from an older monk in disguise. Those Miraculous gave them the ability to become superheroes named Ladybug and Cat Noir. If you are familiar with the series thus far, we're had a bit of an uproar over shipping. They've given the idea of an end goal, but the show shoots itself in the foot by writing out every other ship and then making an X to keep the end goal going for as long as it possibly can. So Marinette is in love with Adrian, but she's too shy to tell him while Adrian pines for Ladybug, who's already rejected Cat Noir. Older fans have written storylines and pitched ideas of ways that the main ship could work, and others wonder why not let them be with other people that they have better chemistry with. All those seem like great suggestions, and for a moment we thought they listened, but every other love interest was written out and the main ship into a standstill. So where I take issue with the reasoning as to why the main ship can't be together, is the fact that they claim it's life and death, but in actuality, they don't know how to write a compelling story that includes a healthy heterosexual relationship. The whole appeal of the show is to see these kids save the day and eventually fall in love. But why can't they test the powers of love, see how far they can be pushed, and maybe even go further? Ladybug knows everyone's identity except Cat Noir's, and her only fear holding her back is Cat Blanc, but why not let that be the reality? Picture this.
Cat Blanc sitting on a sunken rooftop singing about his lady, when his lady indeed returns. We have the same conversation and the same altercation until Cat cries, "Save me." A tear falls and Ladybug can't bring herself to hurt him any longer. She takes off her Miraculous and hands them over to the grief-stricken kitty. He looks puzzled but happy. He takes the earrings and makes his wish. "I wish to be with you, Marinette. No more Cat Noir. No more Ladybug. No more Hawkmoth." Marinette begins to cry as she reaches out to embrace him. Before she could, he caresses her cheek and kisses her passionately as a bright light engulfs them both. Fades back into a beautiful new day at school and everything's back to normal. It's the end of the day and everyone's rushing out of the building. Marinette and Adrian hold hands as they walk down the school steps, Alia and Nino not far behind, laughing at a video on Nino's phone. Adrian offers to give Marinette a ride, but she says she wants to walk home with Alia. He smiles and nods. "I'll call you tonight, my lady," he says in a very familiar sounding voice. Marinette laughs and says, "Until tonight." Adrian finally gets into the car and buckles his seatbelt. "How was school, dear?" Emily giggles from the passenger seat. "It was wonderful, mother," he says, gazing out of the window at the love of his life. "Shall we get going?" Gabriel asked, from the driver's seat. "Yes, father." He smiles, leaning back into his seat as they drive home. End scene.
The fact that they won't write an official canon relationship for our main couple is frustrating, because the only reason they won't is to keep hinting the will they won't they, but they definitively won't unless the timeline is rewritten by a Kwame. There is no point of the hinting of a relationship if you've already told your audience that there can't be one. So the writers can either change the timeline or stop writing this forbidden love story, or let the series fade into the shadows of its own criticism, just as Steven Universe did. To conclude this rant, The Tales of Miraculous, Ladybug and Cat Noir is a good show, and at one point I thought it could have been a great show, but because of the childlike selfishness with the writing, the audience is dragged along for a played-out writing clique that wasn't compelling when Friends did it, and to this day still isn't compelling. If you're going to make them an official, then why wait until the very end of a show to do it? The only thing that happens is kids and teens alike begin to think that the process of getting into a relationship is the only thing that matters and not the relationship itself. Also, it's just horrible to watch as a viewer. It's tedious, it's annoying, and it won't be rewarding when the show comes to a close. Thank you for listening. If you'd like more videos like this, please let me know, and if you'd like to support the channel, feel free to subscribe or become a patron and get some fun stuff other there. That's all from me. See you on the flip side.